Hello children, welcome to my English class. Today we are going to start a new poem. The name of the poem is Geography Lesson. The name of the poem seems as if we are going to read from geography, but it is related to the geography of a city. So here the poet is Zulfikar Ghosh. Zulfikar Ghosh is a Pakistani American novelist, poet and essayist. Now before we begin, let us read the introduction given here. Can you imagine what your city would look like if you saw it from 10,000 feet above the ground? Neatly planned and perfect in proportion like a geometric design. It would strike you as something very different from what it actually is while you are in the thick of it. Here is a poet's description of just such a view of the city and some questions that come to his mind. Now, here the poet describes his city when he looks at it from a great height. Here, the poet is sitting in a jet plane. Let us read the poem stanza wise. When the jet sprang into the sky, it was clear why the city had developed the way it had. Seeing it scaled 6 inches to the mile, there seemed an inevitability about what on ground had looked haphazard, unplanned and without style when the jet sprang into the sky. The first line of the poem says, when the jet sprang into the sky. When the poet set into a jet plane and when the jet plane took off into the sky, sprang means moved up into the sky, it was clear to him that why the city underneath was looking in the way it has developed. The distance of a mile was looking as small as 6 inches from that great height. And there seemed an inevitability. Inevitability means the unavoidable thing. So the city was looking haphazard. Haphazard means not in order. When the poet has looked the city from the ground, it was looking haphazard. That means it was not in order. But when he looked from the jet plane, it seemed very systematic to him, unplanned and without style when the jet sprang into the sky. So, from the ground, the city which was looking very haphazard, not in order, unplanned, without a style, the same city from the great height was looking very systematic to the poet. Let us read the second stanza. When the jet reached 10,000 feet, it was clear why the country had cities where the rivers ran and why the valleys were populated. The logic of geography that land and water attracted man was clearly delineated when the jet reached 10,000 feet. Now, the jet plane is moving to another distance. Now, the jet has reached to 10,000 feet, a distance of 10,000 feet from the ground. And from there, the country seems different. And it was very clear to the poet that why the cities have developed near the rivers. Most of the cities are developed near the rivers. So this question was clear to him that why the cities had developed near the rivers and why the valleys were populated. Why people decided to live in the valleys near the rivers. The logic of geography that land and water attracted man, it was clearly delineated. So, by looking at the city that it was located near the water bodies was clear to him. The poet thought that it is clear that the land is less as compared to water. The earth's surface consists of more water as compared to land. So, this has happened when he has reached to a distance of 10,000 feet. So, at a distance of 10,000 feet, he understands the question that why people have populated people have settled themselves near the water bodies. Now let us see the third stanza. When the jet rose 6 miles high, it was clear the earth was round and that it had more sea than land. Now, when the jet rose another 6 miles high, when it has rose to another distance, it was clear that the earth is round in shape. He can easily make out that the earth seems round in shape from that distance, and it was also clear to him that the earth's surface has more sea than land. But it was difficult to understand that the man on the earth found causes to hate each other, to build walls across cities, and to kill. From that height, it was not clear why. Now, when the poet has reached to a great height, he was able to understand the logic of geography. But he could not understand the logic of human hatred for each other. He could not understand why they have decided to live separately. Why are there walls across the cities? Why do people want to kill each other? So it was one of the puzzle which remains unanswered. The poet could not answer from that height why the people have hatred among themselves. So here we have come to the end of the poem. Thanks for watching.